Magyar szólások és közmondások angolul beszélőknek.
Hungarian sayings and proverbs for English speakers. Unnatural walls.
A falnak is füle van.
Fall is a wall. Any sort of wall. It can be a fence or the wall of a house. Füle we've met before in bold cap is part of the head. It's an ear. So we have the, wall to, also or even, ear its exists. In English, even walls have ears. Or the more common version in English is walls have ears. We don't usually put the even in. Which of course means be careful what you say because somebody might overhear you. Our vocab today is going to be looking at parts of a building. We've already had fall, which is wall, oblok, window, aito, door, tetu, roof. Tetu can also mean peak. For example, the highest mountain in Hungary, Kékes. Kékes tetu is the peak of the Kékes mountain. Kémén. You've got a long E there, so instead of being a, it's an a. Without the first marked E, kémén, it means hard. You don't see many chimneys in Christchurch since the earthquakes. And leptio is stairs or steps. Let's go into a bit more detail. Sobo is a room, any room. Pinse is your cellar. Podlaž is your attic. Podlo is a floor, what you stand on, as opposed to a floor as in a level. So fördsint literally means ground level, ground floor. Első emelet means first story, first floor. New Zealand follows the European use of floors. The one at the bottom is your ground floor, then your first floor, second floor, third floor. So that matches the Hungarian. Fördsint, ground level, első emelet, first floor, második emelet, second floor, harmadik emelet, third floor. In comparison, in the USA, the first floor is the ground floor. So that could be confusing if you're from the States and you're in Europe or New Zealand. We're going to have a look at general nouns. You noticed it said a fall. And strictly speaking, that is the wall. But I translated it as walls. That's because it's a general noun, which is a broad or general category of people, places, things, or ideas. So it's no particular wall, it is walls in general. So it's a general noun. The problem is English and Hungarian treat them quite differently. In English, a general noun has no article and is in the plural. Walls, animals, people. In Hungarian, you must have a definite article that's not optional, and it's usually singular. A fall, the wall. Az állat, the animal. Az ember, the person. So, in English, no article in plural. In Hungarian, article and singular. Article in this case is the. So the definite article is the. O before a consonant, os before a vowel. Let's have a look how we would create a plural. We've mentioned this off and on over the series. It's very similar to the formation of the accusative. The indicator is a K. So if the noun of more than one syllable ends in an A or an E, just like accusative, we lengthen the vowel before the K. Sobo, sobak. Pinsa, pinsek. And if it ends in any other vowel, we just put the K on the end. The exception is nouns of origin. So if something comes from Budapest, it's Budapesti. And so you don't just put a K on it, Budapestiek. If you're from Kaposvár, you're Kaposvári. And the plural will be Kaposváriok. You use an A because of vowel harmony. So podlo becomes podlok, tető becomes tetők. Notice that I'm saying these only apply if the noun has more than one syllable. So if you're looking at a one-syllable noun, check your dictionary because they do vary a lot. If a noun of more than one syllable ends in a consonant, a linking vowel is required and vowel harmony applies. So unlike the accusative, we can just add the T in some situations. With plurals, you must always have a linking vowel. Podlás, podlások. Kémény, kémények. Függöny, függönyök. I can see you say, wait a minute, that's a new one. We haven't seen that. Had to look around for one that had a dotted O or dotted U. And this one is curtain, curtains. So what about possessing things? We had a look at possession and wine as medicine, and the possessive is quite complex. Let's give it a go. I have a room. Szobám van. My room exists. I have a room. Szobám van. If I have rooms, szobáim vannak. So the I, not a K, the I indicates the plural for a possession, and it goes just before the ending for the person. So for first person singular, an M shows it belongs to me. It's easy to remember in English, M, me. Because you have multiple possessions, instead of using von, which is singular, you use vannak, which is plural. You have a window. Ablakod van. OD. D is for second person singular, informal. If you have windows, oblakodi vannak. And here we've got not only the I, but just to make life difficult, the O has changed into an A. Now with the plural possessive, it is based on the third person singular. So from that you can tell that obloko is the third person singular and oblakoi will be the third person singular if there's more than one window. So it has a wall, folla von. It has walls, folla I vannak. The cat has a door, a mojkan knock, I tayo von. And to make life even more fun, you drop the JA for the plural and just put in the I. So for plurals, again, check your dictionary to find the exact form that you use. You'll see that when you say the cat has a door, we have to put the knock on it. So the knock says to the cat, its door exists, and that knock is important if you want to say it has something. So for I have a room, you could say nekem szobám van. To me, my room exists. You don't need to put the knock though, because you can tell because it's szobám, it is mine. You'd use the nekem if you want to emphasize the fact that it is mine.
A falnak is füle van.
The walls have ears, so be careful what you say. I hope by now you will be saying something in Hungarian, just a few words here and there. Until next week, viszlát!